It is now 38 after. When most of us think of Glenda Jackson, we think serious actress, dramatic roles, and mostly we're right. But right now, she is starring in a new Robert Altman film called Beyond Therapy. It's kind of a farce that takes a shot at psychoanalysis. Glenda plays a psychotherapist, and she joins us this morning from London, and it's nice to have you with us, Glenda. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm terrific. This is not your most serious role, but I think that you enjoyed playing it. It seems like it was a fun role to play.
Well, I always enjoy working with Bob Altman.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him dearly as a person, and I admire him hugely as a director. And I got 3 weeks in Paris and got paid, and so it was a perfect job for me.
Yeah, they call him the actor's director. He really does give you an awful lot of freedom.
He does, but it's, the boundaries are fairly clearly defined, and of course that's the best kind of freedom to have. He always has a very clear idea of how he wants everything to look, and so within the frame that he sets up, and certainly with the particular role I'm playing in this film, you can go pretty much everywhere, but he never actually lets you fall over the edge, which is terrific.
It's kind of a zany character that you play. The point of the view of the movie...
I would have said crazed.
Crazed might be more the appropriate term. The movie takes a point of view, kind of a shot at psychotherapy, which to some is a very serious science, not a laughing matter, but somehow it's clearly a source of humor here.
Well, I don't think any of the people that our psychotherapists are treating are what you would call seriously maladjusted mentally. I mean, they're not suffering serious mental illness. They do have a total self-absorption. They seem to me to be the tail end of what became known as the me generation. And what they're actually looking for is some form of happiness pill. And I think that is a justifiable source of humor for the rest of us.
How do you prepare for a role like this? Simply keep your eyes open at life?
Pretty much, I think, yes. It is a script that came originally from a play, so the selection, in a sense, had already been made for us. But Bob did give me the freedom to invent certain areas of her, and she was obviously a fairly extreme character. And as the essence was to make her funny, I found that quite interesting.
That was the appeal, because people might be surprised to see you in something where the comedy is so broad and so zany.
Yes, it was a great treat for me to be able to do it. Because I have played the odd comedy, but they tended to be fairly sophisticated, and for the rest of the time people tend to regard me as being the dark side of human experience. So it was very, very nice to have the fun that I did indeed have playing it.
But you've obviously done comedy before and you do it so well, but we don't see you in it that often. Do you not look for those roles as much as dramatic roles, or are they just not as often found?
Well, it's not so much that I don't look for them. I don't think people send them to me very often. I'm still regarded as being essentially a heavy actress. I don't mean avoirdupois heavy, but as I say, the dark side of human experience. And also, it has to be stated, I mean, this is not really what you could call a golden age for comedy. There are very few really good comedies on the ground.
Yeah. What's next for you?
Immediately after this, I'm doing another film. And then hopefully after that I'll be doing a Shakespeare play.
You always like to get back to the boards, as they say, back to stage.
Oh, very much so, yes. It's such, I was going to say a challenge, but it's such a misused word in a way. But to be able to play to a different audience every night is a great treat, actually. Difficult though they invariably are, it is a great treat. Well,
meanwhile, we will look for you in Beyond Therapy. Glenda, it's so nice to have you with us again.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. And coming up next, what should you know before you place that bid at the auction? Our money editor, Steve Crowley, has some tips right after this.